Hello guys, today we will cook Hachapuri, Georgian cuisine, one of the most popular and delicious dish, my favorite one. So we start from butter, 200 grams of butter we will use for very delicious dough. Then we will need flour, 1 kilo 600 up to 1 kilo 800, we will check in the process when we will start to cook. We will need 11 grams of yeast. It can be leaf yeast or dry yeast. In my case it's dry because I didn't find in a shop leaf yeast this time. As well, we will need 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 60 milliliters of oil. I recommend to use sunflower oil because it doesn't give some specific taste like olive oil, for example. As well, we will use milk. 1 liter of milk. I recommend to prepare for that milk with a fat 3.5%. And of course we will need the big bowl where we will prepare all the dough. Milk should be around 36-38 degrees Celsius, so I suppose it's more or less ready. And don't keep it till the moment when it starts to boil. Just switch off your cooker and start to prepare the dough. We melt the butter. As you see, it's completely melted. I need it just to put on 1 minute to microwave. Be careful, it's very hot. We will wait when it will be a bit colder. As you see, milk pretty hot. The same situation will be with the butter, which we should add now to the milk. From the first time, don't use your hands because it's pretty hot. I recommend to use some spoon or from wood or from metal. We need to wait a bit, few minutes, when the milk and butter will be not so hot. It should take temperature of your body, so temperature of milk with the butter should be around 36 degrees. Because after that we will use yeast and they will not work if the temperature of milk and butter will be too hot or too cold. So this is the secret when you cook the dough, how to use it correctly, the yeast with the temperature. Okay guys, so the temperature of milk and butter I already checked. It's not more than temperature of my body, so it means around 36 and 6 degrees. How to check if you are not sure? You put your finger and calculate till 12. If after 12 you don't feel that your finger burn, it means it's time to add yeast. So, as you see, my finger is alive. Let's add yeast. Now we need to mix very good and to check that all yeast will melt in the milk with the butter. After we add yeast, we will add sugar and salt. We add 1 tablespoon of sugar, it will be first. Mix very well. After sugar we can add salt, as well 1 tablespoon. If sugar or salt didn't melt till the end, you will feel it with your fingers. Don't worry, in the process when you will add flour, it will melt and everything will be mixed very well. So let's add now salt. 1 tablespoon of salt we add as well. Mix. To check how good you mix everything inside, I propose to start to use your hands. And you can feel that, for example, you have some yeast which are still didn't melt good. You see? You need to use them very well. Now we can start to add flour. We will use around 1 kilo 600 grams up to 1 kilo 800 grams. You will see by the dough it should be very elastic and at the same time don't stuck to your hands. You will see in the process how it look like. So I propose, by the way, to use for you some kind of filter for flour. I will start to use this one because during the process the flour receive more air and dough will be more beautiful, more airy, I would say, and more fluffy. I hope you see the process. And of course using your hands. All the process can take around 20 minutes before dough will ready. Mix very well that you will not feel any small balls in your hands from flour. Step by step we add more flour. As I mentioned, you can spend around 20 minutes till receive the correct consistency of dough. Still not ready, but already not liquid like before. I suppose I will open one more package of flour, because 1 kilo is, as you see, is not enough. We need to add more. But now we will calculate very careful how much grams we add. How to understand that dough is ready? It should be soft and don't stuck to your hands. As you see, still dough sticking to my hands, it means it's not ready. Yeah, so I will continue to add flour. Dough is very soft, warm, elastic, and don't stuck a lot to my hands, so I suppose it will be ready in a few seconds. So after 40 minutes I will check how is my dough. Our dough is ready and will rest approximately 30-40 minutes in a warm place. For the moment I will cover with a towel because dough has to be in a warm and as well in a dark place without noise. Pay attention if you will put dough in a place where it's very noisy, dough will not grow up and will keep the same size. Mm. 40 minutes passed and we will check how beautiful is our dough. Look, this is what I'm saying. It's very big I think you remember that it was much lower level of the dough, and now it's grew up, and it's wonderful. Look how much air inside. Nice. What we do now, we add 60 milliliters of oil. In my case, it's sunflower oil because it doesn't give some specific taste like olive oil. One more time. Mix dough very well. It's kind of massage for your hands. It has warm temperature. It's not cold still because process is going on. See, you need to mix very well with your hands. When the second time, dough will grow up in a hot, dark and very quiet place. It's an important thing because if it will be noisy, cold and a lot of light, dough most probably will not grow up. This is not what we need, so that's why we are doing everything by rules. You see how it's beautiful? Again, we cover with a towel and put in a warm place for 40 minutes. "40 minutes again passed, and if you did everything correct, you will receive this result. Look at this beauty, how big the dough, how much we have. And now we can start to prepare hachapuri.